Good morning, everyone. How you doing? I hope you are all well and keeping safe, being kind to each other. Uh, Being housebound is going to be tough, but that's what I'm here for. I'm going to be streaming as I work. So if you're working from home, whack it on a second monitor. Come and join the conversation, have a chat. Yeah. But I hope you're all well. Hope your family and friends are well. But yeah, just be kind to each other. Don't go crazy. Just be safe. And welcome to another day streaming. We're going to be working on the FILTH series again. So yesterday we had so much fun. There was a bunch of guys in the stream and in the chat, and we were doing lots of fun with sound effects and ambiences and stuff. And I'll show you some snippets of what we came up with yesterday because there was some great collaboration in there. Some guys chimed in with some effects ideas, even just like I'd pass things by people as well and get them to approve what I was doing. So we're doing this without any direction from the director at the moment. He sent me all the files and things a long time ago, and didn't really give me much guidance at the time. And I'm just diving deep into it. So obviously we'll have to pass it all by the director. But at the moment, we're just having a lot of fun and just filling it with a bunch of sounds and stuff. It's a quirky TV pilot. It will be a web series pilot, but he just wants to test the waters to see what people think. But I'm just going really hard on just lots of quirky sounds and stuff. So, I'd love you to join the chat. Come and say g'day, and let's get involved. And bring on your ideas. Got Instagram going at the same time. Hey, everyone on Instagram, welcome. Come over to Twitch, twitch.tv/noisy posts. Sign up to Twitch for free. And join me here for the conversation because I won't stream on Instagram for long. I just want to get a bit of a hello going on there. But yeah, welcome. So let's dive into it. I'm going to go open up. We've got Pro Tools here. Let's open it up and we're going to just play through some of the stuff we did yesterday. There's just this main one scene, which is a bit of fun. So where are we? So what's happened? Our main character here. Let's go full screen. Sorry, monitor right there. So what happens is this guy's on the left. His girlfriend started dating someone else, and his sister, I think it is, hands her a phone, and he obviously is devastated by what he sees. So I'll just go back to the start of this scene where they're chatting.
She was just so much taller than you as well. Like, it was really awkward to, like, it was like you were like a toddler next to her or something. I don't know, it was like...
How dare you?
Dude, you have to see this.
I swear to God, Eliza, right now it's not the time, alright? This is another Ed Sheeran video. He's a one-hit wonder.
What the hell?
Yes!
No! You know what he's like with
Cool. So that's what we did yesterday, or one of the many things we did yesterday. I'm pretty wrapped with that. So we're going to keep moving on. So we just got to go a bit further forward. We've got some more trip scenes. I thought, this is getting a bit full on. So last night we just called it early. So there's no sound for this sort of stuff. So we've just got to start creating it.
Cocaine! Yeehaw!
Oh, man.
Which is sick. Cool. What we're going to do, we're going to double this cocaine line. One of my favorite plugins for doing pitch stuff. Little Alter Boy. get on it. It's great. I bought it on sale. You can get it on sale a lot. It's great. You do pitch. You can link it so it does format as well. So you can just do pitch, or you can even do. So even like you can just do a slight pitch change. Obviously, like, you know, it can add artifacts and stuff, so you got to be careful. You can go robot. You can add a drive, bit of noise if you want, and then blend them in. That's what it'll sound like, but we'll go full wet. Oh, sounds good. That actually sounds a lot. Do you reckon, Ben, you remember Tron? Everyone, say good day to Benko. Benko, welcome. Thanks, mate. It's good to have you. Tron, the dude who's an announcer with the cool, well, it's not that cool. He's got the transparent screen or whatever. That's very reminiscent of his sound. It's got that kind of growliness to it. That's what a lot of them sound like when they've got their mask on. Even Flynn as well. If we add some reverb to that as well. Maybe while we're at it, we can do a bit of. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to add our delay direct into that. We're going to do that later. We'll do it with sends when we're mixing. Because otherwise, actually, it's only stereo. No. We'll keep it in the dialogue channel just in case this thing ever goes 5.1. We want to keep it mono. It does like that. As in, it does sound like that. I'm assuming you mean. All right, Instagram, I'm out. Seriously, come over twitch.com. Twitch.tv/noisypost. Come and join the conversation. You join for free. Love to have you there. Catch you up. Okay.
Oh man, trust me, bro. Trust me. Don't trust anyone. Right?
Okay, here we go. It's great. We'll just blend that in nice. All right, so we got to fill up all these sounds. To be honest, I should really be doing some of these myself. It's easy to get a snort or make a snort, but you know what? Let's see what our library's got. Snort. Snorting. I should just set up my other mic just for doing some ADR stuff. Let's go snort or sniff. We need the long one. That was a pig. Long sniff. Probably needs to be a bit more aggressive. That's pretty good. How long is it? Oh, it's actually not that long. Ooh. Just want an aggressive one. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Maybe this one. We might even speed it up ever so slightly. Let's go. So, if you weren't here yesterday, we got our very speed selected. So if you come through here, you can go elastic audio, and I've selected very speed. This is for all the effects channels, so it'll process the audio, as in it'll just do a quick scan of it, so we can then just boost stuff. So we're going very speed because basically we won't degrade the audio because it's changing the time and the pitch at the same time. So probably could be more aggressive, eh? Speed it up. It's pretty good. We could try and possibly pitch it down, see if it sounds all right. Let's go just time shift. We just want to go, we'll go polyphonic. We probably need to be a bit more aggressive, don't we? Chuck some lo-fi on it to get it gritty. Let's give that a try. Modulation, talking about just, you would just want a bit kind of almost distorted, a bit crunchy. Is that what you mean? Harmonics, where's the lo-fi? There it is. Something like, you mean like full, I don't know, this is going to work. You just want a bit of distortion. That bit subtle. Adds a bit of meat to it. Bit of the bottom left knob, that one. Less of all the rest. It makes it bigger. Could almost be a bit shorter, more aggressive. It's almost a bit too, almost needs to be, see what else we can find. Maybe it'll let us do cocaine. What do you reckon? Is there an E on cocaine? There we go. No. Sniff drugs. Let's see if it'll do that. It does need to be a sharper start, don't you reckon? Oh, that one could work. Could even slow that one down a little bit. It's got some noise in it. Add them both in there. I'm just going to clean that one up. I don't think it's very nice. So we're going to send that to izotope. Going to just turn instant processing on by pressing I, and we're going to go. We go R, which is our frequency and time, so it means we can get rid of that first little tss sound. That sounds pretty good. Wonder if we could, so we've got Maybe we could stop when he says schizophrenic. We could maybe get rid of the sounds of the crowd.
Are you guys ready to get schizophrenic?
We almost need some other air or something there, though. But
Are you guys ready to get schizophrenic?
guess we probably can't get rid of both completely, eh? Maybe just dip it down.
Schizophrenic?
Not that one. Let's see if we can. Just want to have some.
Schizophrenic? Schizophrenic? Are you guys ready to get schizophrenic? Schizophrenic?
I think we can add some swooshes and stuff in this to make it fast paced or whatever. Camera whip. Camera whip. If you're watching, say good day. Join the conversation. We're just getting creative with some sounds. And camera whip's not going to work. Let's go. Whip. Whoosh. I think I've got a million of these already on the computer. I don't know why I'm looking on this, but. What we can do is we add this whip. We can pitch that one down. We put them together. Just going to go slip. I'm just going to chuck that in like that. Go grid again. Gonna drop the lower one down, and then both will go. You know, I might even drop them both down further. So we're gonna go. Both together. Oops, sorry. I might put this, so this will just be half frame nudging, so I can nudge just half frames there. That's perfect. It's almost now like we're obviously looking at the drugs through the note. It's a cool shot. We might need some sort of
Are you guys ready to get
sound design, music Tony thing under this or something. I'm wondering if we can slow these down even more. Something like that could be kind of cool when with the eye. Even that. Might need to be short. Let's try this first breath. lower that. Slow it down. Yeah, it's nice. That meant to be the skin. Do we want like some crackling or something? Like this, we're getting crackling. Like we're getting the close-up skin, just like the hair kind of moving. What do you reckon? Like magnified kind of. Need some, would it be, not paper or something? Or oh, that bamboo, that's pretty nice. Just get a little bit more of this predominant crack here, and we're going to chuck it in about there. We don't need that. That would be sick. And we just need an intense rocket. And do intense rocket or just rocket? I don't know what we've got. Just rocket engine. Yes. Instantly awesome. Or do we go old school? Maybe we could go a bit of both. What do you reckon? Old school or new school? Or both? Both. Man, I wish we could do this in 5.1 and then we could just be surrounded by it. That'd be sick. What we're gonna do, because we want some like hard cuts into it and stuff, so we're just gonna go full hard cut. Oh, what are we gonna do about traveling light speed? We need the Millennium Falcon sound. Both. It's probably not the best part of that jet engine. What do we want? We could have it continuing over all this flame stuff. And we could have a at the end or whatever, like one of these. Oh, you know what we should do? Oh, that'd be cool.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do a
3, 2, 1, 0.
have the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry, that was huge. Too loud. And I did again. Apologies. Holy crap, why is that so loud? Doesn't make any sense. We need the we don't need 0, we could do this.
Schizophrenic. Ready to get schizophrenic?
I could shorten the seconds. Because then I could have the counting on each action. So we could go like 3, 2. Wouldn't matter, would it? Nah. Creative license. We can do whatever we want. So we're going to go. Unless we move these all forward a little bit. It's not a film. This is just a web series pilot, so it's just going online. So it'll only be stereo. I've set it up in a 5.1 project though, so we can always go back and fix that. There we go. How are we feeling about this countdown? Maybe just have the retro rocket till about there, and then just let the and have it all the way through.
Okay.
Dig, but make it old school sounding. What do you mean, the rocket? You want more of the rocket? Oh, you're saying like we want real sci-fi cheese through this bit, you mean? That's blood. That's blood cells.
Okay. Yeehaw!
Might just set that back a little bit so it waits for the words.
Cocaine! Yeehaw! Cocaine! Yeehaw!
Dig it. The countdown, as in you want it more thinned out and like.
Cocaine!
Might have the 0 in there. Is that what you meant, Ben? You want me to thin it out a bit more, like make it more radio style, a bit more distorted or something? We need to get a bit more juice out of this. What we'll do as well, we'll send that through. We don't have an LFE in a stereo mix, but we're going to put it in there anyway because there's a bit of a extra harmonic distortion. Like there's low frequency harmonics, and then if we add that in, and if we ever go to 5.1, it'll be there, but it'll also be there in the stereo mix as well a little bit. Sci-fi, light speed. Let's see what we've got. Hydrate, especially on warm days.
Speed activated.
Ooh, should we add something like that in there?
Light speed activated.
Prepare for light speed.
Something like that. That's awesome. Prepare for light speed.
Light speed activated. Light speed sequence initiated.
Prepare for light speed.
Should we add that in? I like it. Oh, that's cool.
Prepare for light speed.
Prepare for light speed.
Activating light speed. Light speed sequence initiated.
Prepare for light speed.
I like that delay as well.
Prepare for light speed.
We could do our own.
Prepare for light speed.
Doesn't make it muddy. I wouldn't go quite as
Light
hard.
speed sequence initiated. Prepare for activating light speed. Light speed activated. Activating light speed.
You like that
light
one?
speed activated. Light speed activated.
I like how blasé it is. What do you reckon, Ben? Anyone else? Who's there? Who's watching today? Come and chime in.
For light speed. Prepare for light speed. Prepare for light speed.
That's not it. Thank you, video engine. Nice. Bring it back in.
Prepare for light speed.
Sorry, that's
Prepare for light.
sorry, it's very loud.
Prepare for.
Ugh. Why you know? Son of a. All right, what I've accidentally done, I don't know how I've done that. So all of these are now solo safe, but we need to undo that. So they're all back to normal. They're not grayed out. So all I did was Option, Command, and click. So Option is obviously do to all, and Command is what makes things solo safe. But now that means we need to go through and solo safe our effects. Sorry, that's very frustrating. Yeah. So we're holding down Command, and we have to do that for all these as well. So these are all our buses. So we're going to just select all those, and we are going to solo safe them. I pressed Option. Damn it. So if we press Shift, Option, Command, Shift does to selected, all selected. So we'll select all these dudes again. And we're going to go Shift, Command, option and click those. So now
Prepare.
we're all good again. So if we solo something, it'll be soloed. We're pretty loud. I should back some of this stuff off. We're going to blow everyone's ears off. I'm going to blow my own ears off.
Prepare for light speed.
I reckon the female. That one doesn't cut through clean enough. So we're going to try the female.
Light speed activated.
Maybe in this gap, what we'll do, in this gap, we can go light speed activated. We'll just dip the rockets just a little bit during that. Light speed activated. You shouldn't notice too much. Your attention will be drawn to the
Light speed activated. Light speed activated.
Now, technically, we should probably put this in the dialogue channel, but I'm not going to bother for that now. There's not going to be distribution and M&E needed for this, so
Light speed activated.
just want to make sure. Just got to make sure we don't lose the end of that.
Light speed activated. 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 Light speed activated.
We might push the rocket at the start there, so we'll just get a bit more of a push at the start.
Light speed activated.
We don't really want that other one to come in too early too.
Light speed activated. Light speed activated. Light speed activated. Light speed activated.
Cocaine! Yeehaw!
Obviously, in perspective of dialogue and stuff, this stuff's probably all too loud, but we're not in the mix stage anyway, so it doesn't matter too much.
Light speed activated.
Cocaine!
Light speed activated.
Just gonna get a bit more body out of that rocket.
Light speed activated. Light
Same for the flames. We might just get rid of the tops a little bit. We don't need it quite as bright. And what we'll do is we're going to go to our LFE channel. Just going to add a little bit of sub in the mix. Cool.
Light speed activated.
Just to make sure we don't cut off that dialogue too quickly. Activated. We just don't want it to cross over the flames because we've got it on the same channel, which I'm being lazy. I should just put it on the next channel, but whatever.
Light speed activated.
Cocaine!
Phrenic?
Light speed activated.
Cocaine! Yeehaw!
Let's go sci-fi riser. Maybe put something in over the speed, the light speed. That's kind of cool. Very retro. I like that. Okay, just give me 1 second. Just doing some sharing of Cool. All right, so we've got that cool sci-fi riser. We're going to add that in. We might even, if we speed this up, it'll raise the pitch as well. That'll be kind of cool. That's cool. Can't hear the intro quite as well, but that's all right. We don't. It's more about adding some extra taste.
Cocaine! Yeehaw!
Oh man, trust me, bro. Trust me.
Cocaine! Yeehaw!
Oh man, trust me, bro. Trust me. Don't trust anyone. Alright, cool. Alright, we got it. Oh shit, this is why I fucking love you, bro. Actually care, man. Look at me, you actually care, man. I fucking love you, man. And you know what? You know me.
Just gonna fix this music. Oops. Too many presses. There we go. We're just going to turn on tab to transient because we're just going to find that first beat again. Okay, we don't want any of that though. So we're going to use that beat there. We're just going to... We're going to get the start of this as well. We don't want to lose. Let's go tab to transient as well. We're going to cut that. I'm going to bring that in. So now we'll have should ideally have a perfect loop. So that's the idea. They just want it looped in the background. I don't think he wanted, it's just the same thing all the way through. So we're just going to copy and paste that again. We obviously want it to finish. Actually, we could always just let that kind of finish off there. No, we don't want that though, because we don't want to distract you from what's going on there.
Basically, we're on a break.
So I'm just going to double check. We don't have any other music that's meant to be on location other than this. I'm assuming this is location music as well. So we're going to add this to the second channel. So we've got two. I've got them MX, which is music for me, and LOC, which is location music. That's just how I've labeled it. So we're going to have, this is going to be in another room. So what we can do is we'll just do it straight on their channel because it doesn't matter. We'll just grab standard Pro Tools EQ just because everyone will have it. It's easy to use. Oh, Weaver Audio. Welcome, mate. Sorry, I just flicked back to the chat and I can see you there. Location as in diegetic? Diegetic? Is that how you say it? Source. And yes, hello back. Welcome. Where are you from, Weaver Audio? I'm going to just call you Weaver. Tell us a bit about yourself. You're a Melbourne man. Nice. Do you have your own post studio? Are you a location sound recordist? What do you do? Weaver is great. Perfect. Well, welcome. It's nice to have a newbie in the chat. Yeah, so this is going to be our source audio. So we will just basically, it's meant to be coming from the next room. We're just going to. I almost want it to be kind of boomy, right? And then what we're going to do is add a reverb.
Fuck around, man. You know I mean what I say. Fuck
Maybe try some revibe.
you don't even know me.
We're just going to get a room.
I gate crashed your party, bro. Just so
Let's
I
go small boomy room. Let's try that.
And squeeze some.
So we got the wet. When that's clicked, that means 100% wet. So if we turn that off, we'll get clean. Wet. That sounds actually pretty good. Let's try bright room. That's nice because that widens our sound. Makes it less directional. Oh, good chatting, guys. Man, have you guys seen the Social Network breakdown and how they did the club music? It's super over the top, but it sounds great. They threw in a ton of Mackie distortion and filtered channels and stuff to make the club huge. What, mine's not huge? No, I'm kidding. It's all good. So we're getting a roll off there. We don't want that. We almost want to add a bit more there. We need to get... It's not meant to be a huge club. This is just a bedroom scene. So they're just in a bedroom. It's a house party. Do we want to get a bit... Nah, we want it all full 100% wet, right? Maybe... Smaller room. What do you reckon? Does that sound pretty good? I'm just going to put that on read. Banging. Well, does it sound convincing that's in the other room? And does it sound banging? We want both. Oh, I'm just going to do it all. We're not doing any automation at the moment. We're doing everything the old school way. Mouse and keyboard. I like it. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Trust me, bro. Trust me. Don't trust anyone.
We could probably get it even lower. What do you reckon? Maybe get some more. Nah.
This is why I fucking love you, bro.
So Weaver, the audio isn't fantastic, as in they've only used one boom. There's no lapels. There's nothing. So a lot of the times they're sharing a boom and mic placement's a bit questionable. So the quality of the dialogue's not awesome. So we've just got to obviously use sound and ambiences to kind of mask that a bit, but also we've got to be careful not to drown it out. Yeah, I've been watching the other videos this morning. It's pretty brutal. Yeah. What, you've watched all... How many hours have I streamed now? I've streamed lots of hours. You just skimming through. This one and the last one are actually the best because we're doing obviously a lot of like the sound design / editing. So, yeah, it's cool. 1.25 speed, my friend. That's genius. Does that... do you get lots of artifacts and stuff?
Oh, man. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Don't trust anyone. Ever. Alright, cool. Alright, we got it. Oh, shit. This is why I fucking love you, bro. Fucking, you actually care, man. Look at me. You actually care, man. I fucking love you, man.
I think once we've established the music, we could probably just slowly just drop it down a little bit as well.
Oh, man. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Don't trust
I know I can do this. We should be doing this in the mix stage, but for now, let's just have a quick automation.
fucking love you, bro.
Clip automate, clip gain, whatever it is. That one.
I fucking love you, man.
I mean, it's just been dialogue editing, so it hasn't stressed me out too much, although I think I'm still 1 or 2 videos behind. But I'm here for the hangs, and I'll watch the others later. Sick! Well, Weaver, what I want to start doing as well is getting you, like, if you got pictures of your own studio and stuff, whether it's Facebook or whatever, just send me a direct link to the image. I'd love to see your space, or tell us more about what you do, where you're from, how you work. We're obviously here to share ideas and stuff. But yeah. Oh, you said you're a sound designer. Sorry, I missed that. Sound designer, re-recording, mixer as well. Sick. You mixing stereo 5.1. You just working from home. Have you got a studio? Tell us more about it. We're here to promote each other and help each other, build each other up. Yeah.
Oh, man. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Alright, go. Alright, we got it. Oh shit. This is why I fucking love you, bro. You actually care, man. Look at me. You actually care, man. I fucking love you, man. And you know what? You know me. You know I don't fuck around, man. You know I mean what I say. I fucking love you. You don't even know me. I'll be.
You know what we might do as well at this point? We should probably have some. Let's get some chatting. Let's see if we can. This is American chatting, so it's not ideal, but I need to get my own library of. This is one thing I've been saying. If there's anyone in Australia who's a sound recordist, go out there and get me a bunch of like Walla. So go to parties, restaurants, cafes. Just get me some nice ambiences of just, all different sizes, like quiet cafes where there's just a few people chatting in. Well, I don't mind if it's kind of international, but at least I need some Aussie voices in there. Bad time to get Waller at the moment. Good one, Weaver. You're right. That's why I think it's great that, doing this stream idea, because you guys can all now just sit at home, work from home, but keep the stream on. We can chat, work together. Yeah, it's sick. Currently, I've just left my work at a big studio, and so I'm setting up at home studio again after a few years. As a freelancer, I've been working in film and television. However, I've been recording cars for a video game for the last 6 months. Sick. Man, this is great. I've got this on while I cut angry engines. That's cool, man. If you got anything you want us to listen to as well, I think I'm going to start, like if you got sound libraries, I'm going to talk about one later. I'll save it for now, but I had someone reach out to me on Facebook who's a sound recordist in Europe, and he's offering to send me some sounds to use and stuff, which I probably should get onto it soon. Maybe we can have a listen later and reach out to him because he's got some cool ambiences that could work really well. The problem with I use Sound Snap, and it's not always very clean. There's a lot of hiss. I think half of them are recorded with like a Zoom recorder or something, so it's just not fantastic. So, but Weaver, I'm so glad you're here, man. So you willing to tell us what studio you worked for before, or? That sounds neat. I've been working with a sound recordist named Melissa Pons from Portugal. Sick. Nah, don't. No, it's all right. If you don't want to share, don't share. It's all good. She does crazy ambiences from Sweden. Nice. I'm going to make a note of that. What's the best way to make a note of that? You know what? I'm going to get a text window happening, and I'm going to just say, Weaver said to look out for Melissa Pons. So does she have a place you can buy her libraries from? Recordist. Sick. I'll leave that over here somewhere for notes. I've been working at Studio 301 and Abbey Road Institute here in Melbourne as a lecturer. Okay, sick. Nice. So we'll bump this up heaps.
You know me. You know I don't fuck around, man. You know I mean what I say. I fucking love you, man.
You're probably not really going to hear it with that music playing and stuff. Maybe we can back the music off a bit so you can hear other stuff.
Oh, man. Trust me, bro. Trust me.
You probably need a more lively sounding party.
Oh, shit. This is why fuck, bro. You actually care, man. Look at me. You actually care, man. I fucking love you, man. And you know.
Wonder if that's just adding noise that we don't need.
Oh, man.
Thanks for the link, guys. Weaver, I'll go check it out later. That's awesome. We're working on a little app to listen to her field recordings and to loop them with some cool spectral stuff. She's incredible, though. Her and George Vlad, who does a bunch of cool stuff in Borneo. Nice. Sorry, unrelated. Nah, it's all good. We did a big chat about libraries yesterday, so I think long term I really do need to start investing in some libraries rather than using SoundSnap all the time. You got to really dig deep, and there's a lot of editing to make stuff sound clean, and I just wish I had a bigger, not even a bigger library, just a better library.
Oh man, trust me, bro.
I need like glass bottle clinks and stuff. Party, although when I filter them out, you're not really going to hear them that well, are you? Party glass bottles. No. Whoops, spell interior, right, you idiot. Interior. Well, I'm here in Melbourne, so if you need stuff, I'm down to make things. Nice. Well, I'm not kidding. Any like ambiences is probably the thing that I just, especially like I'm working mostly on Australian productions, so I need good Australian ambiences. So, general ambiences like Aussie birds and stuff and parks or whatever, but even that, like you can kind of fake that a bit more. But voila, like as you say though, now's not the time to record it. But if you ever do, let me know, because every production I always struggle to find just some great, like maybe 3 or 4 people in a cafe chatting and all that sort of stuff. We don't have big enough budgets in the things I'm working on to actually get a loop group going and stuff. So have you checked out Stephen Scutts? He's pretty much the go to Aussie sound recorders. All right, I'm going to keep note of all these. Awesome. Thank you. These are great tips. In fact, I'm going to just copy and paste your whole comment. Man, I hear you. So much American atmos in my pieces. Yeah. Cool. There's kids and stuff in that, but it probably shouldn't matter. We could maybe pants hard to one side like it's through the door a bit. It's not really going to work. Let's go glass bottles. See if we can get some glass bottle sounds. Thanks for the website. Sick. Weaver Audio, you're a legend. This is so good. Sharing knowledge, guys. So come and join the chat. I'm not kidding. You will learn lots from everyone in the community. This is so good. Well, that's a nice bottle drop. Let's get that. We can chuck that in a few times. Maybe with some of that. Weaver's sharing great knowledge of some libraries and stuff, so good for the conversation from yesterday. All right, so that Walla will be coming in. Let's just get some. Come over here. Come on. I'll just add these to mono sound effects. We're just going to find some random spots and chuck them in. We're going to have to add the same reverb that we've got in our music, but we'll do that later. Let's just get some filtered bottles smashing. Now, the reason why I'm not using, obviously a lot of these, they're mono sounds, but the files are stereo. But if we're working in 5.1, especially, like, it's just good to have your effects in mono, because sometimes they might come through the center channel and it's just annoying to pan. And to be honest, stereo is, if it's not a stereo sound, working mono, because panning in stereo is a bit of a pain. Cool. So let's find some gaps.
Don't trust anyone.
Are all the sounds from SoundSnap auto dual mono stereo? I don't know. I'm just downloading them as they are, so I assume you can't pick. Like, I'm just downloading the wave. Oh, can you? No. You can't change anything. So yes, they're just all dual mono. If it's a mono sound, it's dual mono every single time. It's actually frustrating because some of them say they're quad sound effects, but I don't think they're ever quad. So it'll say it in the title that it's a quad sound effect, but they don't have the quad version, I don't think. I've always found that weird because I'll download it and it'll say quad and then it never comes up. So I'll just use it as a stereo, which is fine. I'll play around with it, make it quad myself, but it's a bit frustrating. Huh, weird. Yeah. Actually, I was talking to this sound recordist who told me to check out his stuff, and he was saying he talked to them about giving them sounds, and he said it was just too much trouble and it sounded more like they wanted quantity over quality. I probably shouldn't keep bagging them out, but I'm paying for the service, so it's not like they're going to get angry at me. Do you get weird phasey things with that? Well, no, because the quad one is normally, it's not a mix down of the 4. It'll just be the left, right of the quad. I never get the other 2 channels, so it wouldn't be a phasey issue.
I'll be honest with you right now. I gate crashed your party, bro, just so I can drink.
Let's just find some gaps.
This is why I fucking love you, bro.
I don't think there'll be any gaps. They just keep going.
Look at me. You actually care, man. I fucking love you, man.
Diff them
You
down.
know me. You know I
Filter.
don't fuck around, man. You know I mean what I say. I fucking love you, man. You don't even know me.
What if we get?
Fuck around, man. You know I mean what I say. I fucking love
We can.
you don't even know me.
That's what I mean. I've filtered it so hard you can't even hear it anymore. Yeah, I don't know that's going to work. It's not really an effective sound. Maybe we could use it when she's got the door open, one of them then, because that. Because then we can kind of open up the filter. It might work a bit better.
He's in the bathroom.
Like that. We can fill the gap a bit. Maybe we don't have to filter it quite as hard. Then you can actually hear it. Oh, no, it probably needs to be. We really need to add some. We might get rid of that pan again. We'll just pan that one sound, possibly about here or something.
He's in the bathroom.
I've been looking to do some streaming like this for a while, but how are producers with you showing the content? Is it technically a film screening? So ineligible for festivals, sorry, or is it just a conversation with them? So with this one, sorry, man. This project's just a web series pilot. The guys are going to just put it on YouTube and see what people think of it. So I will assume that I'm going to have a lot of projects that I can't stream. So it's going to, as you say, it's just going to be a conversation with each creative, each director. I will take on work, I reckon, just so that I can stream it. As in, I'll hunt for smaller productions, or I've done probably a handful of features. Maybe I've done 6 features, but even like 4 in the last 3 years or something, or even less. But most of those went for international distribution, and I wouldn't be able to do it. So it'll all depend on the director and stuff. A lot of guys these days are kind of self-distributing, and so maybe we can still stream. The other thing would be maybe I stream, but we don't save any VOD, like video on demand. So maybe I can talk to them about saying, look, I'll stream, but once it's done, it's gone. Because in that moment, we're not going to get through a whole film anyway, and it's not. Once it's gone, it's gone. So people will get pieces of a film, but they'll never get to see the whole thing. They'll get to see the process and stuff. And maybe if they're dedicated and they sit through all the hours and stuff, they would get a better idea of the film. But if a handful of people see a bit of it, what does it matter? But again, it's just a conversation with them. And I definitely will have projects that I won't be able to share. So I'll find other things that I can share. You know, maybe we can go through people's libraries and stuff. I can go record my own and we can do some editing here. I do things like podcasts and stuff as well. So there's stuff like that that I'll still be able to stream. It's just the main films and stuff. So yeah, all good. Keep asking questions. That's what I'm here for.
What I say, I fucking love you, man. You don't even.
You know what? I don't think we're gonna bother about those
the
bottles. We
bathroom?
might. I think even that's just too weird. We almost need it within the rowdy background effects.
She is like extra.
What I might do though is we're gonna get this crowd ambience and even the music. I'm gonna do it a non-automated way. We'll use an automation. We're just gonna grab that and we're gonna grab our music as well. We're just gonna cut it. Gonna open up the filters a bit.
Shit. This.
You're gonna have to do them one by one. You know, one other thing we might need to do is we're going to bring our pan in. Actually, we should just do it for that one section because I think, you know, you're going to get more of a directional sound from when the door opens. It'll be clearer, but it will be more coming from the door rather than sort of surrounding you. Does that make sense? So we're going to go. Probably doesn't need to be loud, but what we're going to do is the music will be the same situation. We're going to... crap. We are going to have to do this in automation. I forgot we did do that. All right, so we're going to click here. We're going to add all our automation. We're going to put our music into touch mode or latch. It wouldn't even really matter. We're going to open up our automation window, whatever you call that. It was a command 4 on the numpad. We're going to preview it. In fact, what we can do, let's just automate this section. So we got this. We're going to grab it. Let's go again. We should be doing this. We can down here. We can bring up our lane. If we're not happy, obviously, if you guys, I do have a controller, but I want to show you guys as much as possible. If you're not happy with how you've done that, we can just draw some in with some lines and stuff. What I'd suggest is you just grab the 2 points before and after. We go command and bracket, which gives us an in and out marker there. You can then just either with a pen tool or even with a hand tool, we can find a spot and just go like this. And we just want to find our spot. We open up the filter. Okay, we're definitely way too early, but that's all right. We can go like this. Still too early. So we just go to where, there it is. That's our point there. We'll have it open pretty quick. Command, what did you say? Is it really handy for handles? Yeah, what's that? Oh, different bracket. Oh, that's the zoom. You mean, yeah, forward bracket or whatever. Handy for the handles. I like it. Put that on a t-shirt. Handy for the handles. That's probably too quick there. Let's just...
Shit. This. isn't the bathroom.
Oh man.
Shit. This isn't the bathroom.
What the fuck is that?
The music's too loud in general. We're just going to bump down the clip gain, and we're going to have to probably,
What did I invite?
with a fader movement move, we'll do that later.
Shit. This
In fact, we could just do it now, eh? I haven't set them up. I haven't set up my hotkeys. That's all right.
Oh man. What did I invite?
So I'm just going to do a bit of a fader ride down.
shit. This isn't the bathroom.
Sorry, I should have had that in touch. We want touch. We want touch. So what we're going to do is I'll show you the volume here so you can see it. We're going to go through. Oh, wrong channel. That's why. Whoopsies.
Oh man.
Shit. This isn't the bathroom. Shit.
It would probably be louder rather than quieter, but we might dip the whole thing down later and then we can give it a bit of a boost. Let's just go again, further down. Here we go.
People did I invite?
We might even open this up just a little bit more.
How many people did I invite? Oh man.
Shit. This isn't the bathroom.
What the fuck is that?
Might do it a bit quicker. The other thing is, same deal. Wondering whether we pan this in here.
Shit. This isn't the bathroom. Shit. This isn't the bathroom. Shit. This isn't the bathroom.
I think because let's change. We don't want it as. Problem is we're hearing that sweepiness. I think it's because we've got that too sharp.
Bathroom.
What the fuck is that? Look, man, I don't know. I don't know who that
But we might now even have to go a bit further. Just filtering that out further.
What the fuck is that?
What we're going to do then is we're going to just copy a bunch of this.
I don't know who that is, but
We're going to go Option Command V, which is going to paste that
how
there.
many people did I invite? Oh man.
Shit. This isn't the bathroom.
What the fuck is that? Look, man, I don't know. I don't know who.
6 frame handles or bust. 60 frame handles or bust. You go 60 frame handles? That's a lot.
Shit. This
Would we also have party goers in this, or we aren't up to ambiences yet? Yeah, we've got that here, but our American friends.
this isn't the bathroom. Shit. 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 This isn't the bathroom.
Shit. How many people?
Weaver says, I mean, this guy doesn't really know anyone at his party. There's a chance that he invited a ton of Americans. It's true. Americans who now can't go home because of the coronavirus. Too soon?
Shit. This isn't the bathroom.
What the fuck is that? Why?
Need a bit of a
Isn't
door
the
shut.
bathroom.
We definitely need a door shut. I wonder if it's house or living room door or what would it be? That'll do. That sounds good. It's already got a nice, sounds like the reverb. House door. Let's go. House door open. Oh, we don't want it in stereo. Stuff that. Actually, no, the reverb we do want it in stereo for this one. Where are we? Sorry. Just going to make it a bit thinner, a bit quieter. Probably doesn't even need to be that bright. Let's just take out some brightness as well. Let's move it over there. The stereo thing isn't really working for me. I should have just stuck with mono. Just going to bring that side in a little bit so it's a bit more to the right.
What the fuck is that?
Let's go back and see if we can get a door opening. That's kind of cool. We'll go with that. If you were to open this in a PT version that wasn't HD, what happens to your clip effects? Good question. I would hope that Avid is smart enough that they print them in. That's a great question. Do you mind Googling it and let me know? Because that'd be great conversation to have. Yeah, if you can Google it and let me know, that'd be awesome. Because I haven't thought about that. I've not had to. I work in standard Pro Tools as well as Ultimate, but I don't actually know. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Weaver, legend. We got a door. We're going to use this door opening and closing, but I might even, let's just try it in mono. I'm going to keep that one I've already got. Let's delete this. It's got a bit of nice reverb in it already. Let's find our in point. I'm doing it the slow way. Let's just go.
Shit. This isn't. Shit. This isn't. Shit. This isn't.
I like that. It's a bit more of a gentle shut as well. But I like your process better if I could make sure it worked in standard. I don't actually have PT.2 at the moment, so I usually Audio Suite to make it sure. Yeah, which like Audio Suite's fine. The other good thing, because you have playlists. So what I haven't done it in this, but I did in my dialogue editing, is you can see they're blue. So on the side here. So that means, so basically I've got the original underneath and then everything I've done, clip gain, effects, all that stuff I've got here. So that's a good way. The only problem I guess with this, at least with that, I'm putting the dialogue all in the right, in the right channels, and then I go a new playlist, and then I do all my editing and all that, like the bulk of the sound cleanup and stuff. When you can't really do this because you'd be making millions of playlists over and over again, unless you quickly grab the sound, copy and paste it into the other playlist and came back and process it. It just seems like a bit of effort. But really, you've got the original sounds on your computer. And if you're smart, you don't do anything too drastic, and it means it's, you can bring it all back if you really need to.
The bathroom.
But I'm doing some Audio Suite here. Like occasionally I'm just adding some reverb to something or whatever, and I'll just do it in Audio Suite. It's quicker. B-Foot, good morning. Afternoon. And whatever it is, if you're, overseas, could be night time. You could be asleep right now, listening to me talk to you and make loud, obnoxious noises. That'd be great. Oh, Ben Coe's still here. Lovely. You're not driving anymore.
Bathroom.
Okay, let's get... That's too filtered out, I think. Let's go like that.
Isn't the bathroom?
Oh, look at it. You guys all connecting. It's beautiful.
Shit.
I like that door opening. That's nice. It's good. It doesn't like slap you in the face, but it draws attention to it.
Shit. This isn't the bathroom.
What the fuck is that? Look, man, I don't know. I don't know who that is, but she is like extra fucking very hot ass fucking 11 out of.
Clip effects processing applied in Pro Tools HD still works if you open the session in a Pro Tools non-HD, although you won't have the slick clip effects interface in a standard Pro Tools session non-HD. You can choose to keep or to use the processing on a non-HD system. Although you can't apply clip effects in Pro Tools non-HD and up, you can still opt in or out of the clip effects processing created in Pro Tools HD session. Pretty cool. Good on you, Avid. You did something right. That sounds terrible, but let's be honest. We're all hit and miss when it comes to Avid. Anyway, sweet. Thanks for checking that out, Weaver. That's cool. So I'm going to put a marker in there because we're going to talk about, maybe I can make another video. Actually, that's another thing. Guys, while you're watching, on Twitch, there's clips. They only go, I think, 30 seconds or a minute long. But if there's something that you love, whether it's just we're doing some noise reduction and you love it, or there's a cool sound that we put in, or even that, like just a great chat thing that you think's helpful, make a little clip. I don't know if you can change the name or whatever, but more clips and stuff would be great. It helps other people find bits and pieces, and it might encourage them to get along and watch the stream. It's better than them having to watch 5 hours to kind of get what the vibe is like. So please, clip effects if you can. That'd be sick.
Shit. This isn't the bathroom.
Cool. So we got our music, the filters in and out, our crowd, bottle smash in the background, doors.
Look, man, I don't know who that is, but she is like extra fucking very hot ass fucking 11 out of 10 spicy, man. Yeah.
Just gonna get our. This is our
You should talk to her, man.
dialogue. I'm just gonna give it a bit of a clarity
I think I got a chance, bro.
because I think all of our dialogue's just not bright enough. We can go back and unbrighten the ones we've
Hole in one type shit, man. You know what I mean?
already fixed.
Yeah. Hit one of these, man. Yeah. And go talk to her, man. I'm talking a fucking wheel, man. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Basically, we're on a break until he can learn how to change, which, let's be real though, he probably won't. But
Pre-prod meeting for a shoot tomorrow. Oh, that's what you got. Oh, okay. Oh, you guys are already chatting. Sorry. Cool. Still driving. Great. So you're listening through your car audio? That's sweet. Or you're just chatting while driving? That's not good, mate. I hope you're using Siri. Wink, wink. There you are. Oi, be safe, mate. Too cool too. I'm brand new to the Twitch, so that's a great feature. Off to build. Cool. Pre-production meeting. Sick. All right. Caught up. Yeah, so please, especially like the post dudes, if you think something's going to be really helpful for other post dudes or even some sound recorders. This is the other thing. I've posted on a Facebook group and I need to find more, but some field recording Facebook groups, because to be honest, I really think it'd be great for field recorders to listen to basically what their audio is like once it's in the studio and how it mixes with other sound effects and stuff and how we edit it as well, because I really think let's just say sound recorders hears that having one boom is not good enough. The location of the mic is never in the right spot. There's too many people in a scene. One mic will never capture them all. Even to hear me whinge, I've done a fair amount of whinging about this production as it is. I'm sure it was just low budget and they were definitely recording just on like a 2-track Zoom recorder. So, there's only so much you can do, but I really do think it's going to be a great asset for field recorders to come and just check it out, like especially the dialogue editing sections and stuff. So share with your mates, share in Facebook groups that you're in and stuff. Obviously, that's going to help me. I would love the extra promotion and stuff. But really, the reason I'm doing this is for growth for all of us. I think it's better if we all connect more and that, we learn from each other. And I don't think we need to compete stuff. We've all got different skills and talents and tastes. And there's, unfortunately in Australia, there's not a lot of work for us to go around. But I definitely don't think we should be going up against each other. I think we need to be able to get behind each other, lift each other up. Like, I'm happy to promote you guys if there's stuff you're doing. You got a studio you want to share, a website, sounds and stuff. I'm happy to promote everyone else. Like, even people who aren't soundies and stuff. I've had a mate come in and we were just talking about what he's up to. And look, I'm just want to be here to lift us all up and to have connection. Especially at this time, it's great that we can connect online and still be safe and all that sort of stuff. So just thank you to the guys who are already in the chat. This is awesome. Please share it. Let people know what's going on. And it's just so good. Every day I've had someone new in the post community from different places, LA, Washington, Vancouver, Melbourne, here with me. And it's just so good to have you all connecting and throwing in ideas. And yeah, it's great. So thumbs up. Love this. Back to full screen, and I remembered this time. Great. Car audio and voice to text. Haha. Hey, good on ya. I wish Siri listened to me when I talked. Anyway, all right. So no more music. Let's just say this is later on in the evening. Maybe the music stopped. Good pass of time. Or we'll get another track later. We'll get the director to hook us up, or we'll use something like Artlist.
But, I should be able to do me.
I'm going to just get rid of that muddiness
I'm doing
again.
something wrong. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, listen to me.
Okay, so we need to go back to some ambiences. We might do a little bit of copy and paste. Just time is crucial for us here. So we're going to go copy our previous outdoor night scene. Oh, Weaver, tell me, what do you do? Do you do hard cuts on your ambiences, or are you a slower fade in man? I'm interested to know. That's one thing I've been asking peeps too. I'd say we don't need as much party noise. Let's just say a bunch of people have left and he's just hanging out with this chick. Let's just drop that back. Yeah, this channel is a sanity check, which I greatly appreciate. Came for the audio, stay for the pontification. Dig it? What's pontification? I'm loving your big word, mate. Slow fade, probably. I tried hard cuts of a few frames and wasn't a big fan. Yeah, I think it depends the production as well. Like, if you're really going for a dramatic story, the thing with this one is it is like quick cuts here and there. Obnoxious noises come out of nowhere. Same with music. Like, I'm not sure if you've been following along, but it I think this one lends to, maybe not so much these scenes, but this one does lend to having the quick cuts and stuff.
Basically, we're on a break until he can learn how to change, which...
We're just going to go Command D to duplicate that. We'll just put a little fade in there.
But, you know...
That car, let's just back that right off. I'm going to hide that. Get rid of the tops a bit.
Oh
Just
my
let
God,
this be
listen to
more
me,
about the
I'm
bugs. Distant cars.
Tell me about you.
The biggest word. Sorry, I must have missed that. The sharp cuts there makes the drama pretty effective. I guess you can't really stick to only one length. It depends on the story, really. Yeah, I agree.
Basically,
I have done, like, there's a few moments where it's kind of fades in, obviously with the vision, but there's other times where it's just like...
You're dogging us for her again. Again!
You know, like, I think it's just changes depending on the vibe. Obviously, that's just a smooth transition from kind of in to out. Honestly, like, some of the audio, come on. Maybe I'll ADR that myself later on. Yes, the guy from the sex shop is here. And I'll just record that and chuck it in. Sorry, that was probably a bit loud in your ears. I apologize.
Basically, we're on a break.
Yeah, I think the hard cut works because I think, you know, you go from them talking about him with the girl to just like, bam, he's with the girl. Let's change that to standard curve.
Basically, we're on a break until he can learn how to change, which, let's be real though, he probably won't. But I should be able to do me. Like, I'm doing something wrong. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, listen to me. I'm ranting. Oh my God.
It's synthetic.
Okay, so we're going to another sequence, tripping sequence. So this is where we get to do some pretty creative stuff. I think that's the one cut. Yeah, the one cut scene. So
Joy. What a bitch.
that's a question. Here we go. Should we cut our ambience?
Joy. What a bitch.
Because Pedro the capsicum, Pedro the cactus is sitting inside and he's tripping. Like, it's just a weird cut thing. So do we...
Joy. What a bitch.
Do we cut our ambience? Will that be sweetened with sound effects, whooshes and such for this picture, do you think? I've added some in some of the trip sequences. Has a bit of a Tarantino vibe. Yeah. So I have for...
What a bitch.
Yeah, for some things. So as in previously I've already done it. So let's do it again, yeah? So let's do a quick swoosh across, and why not? Then let's cut our ambience as well. So I'm going to change my nudges back to full frame. So we're just going to go, see that I can grab the other end. I agree. Swishes would be great. That'd be nice. Keeps it fast pace. And in fact, we may not bring the ambience back because he starts tripping, or we could maybe like slow the ambience down, pitch it down in that section. So it's kind of like,
what the fuck is this? Oh my God.
How good's that dribbling? It's great.
Joy. What a bitch.
He does say that guy's name, though. I'm wondering whether we need to get...
Joy.
He says what's in this because he's talking to his mate who gave it to him.
Joy. What a bitch.
He's got that in there, but like as in it's in the...
Joy. What a bitch.
Ah, there's music throughout this. What the heck? I don't have the music, do I? Or did I mute it?
Are you okay? Like, you seem really upset.
Of course I'm upset. I just got dumped for some prick with a Brad Pitt jawline. What kind of question is that?
This cunt's wigging me out.
I have an upward curve, man. That's a commodity.
Okay, let's just go back and check. He's clearly not giving us all our audio. Or I've missed it. Oh, there it is. Yes. All right, here we go. So they only sent us mono audios for the music track, so we're going to have to get that, all those tracks sent to us again. But for now, it's a good placeholder. Let's just chuck that in. So this is going to be our outdoor audio. What I'm going to do is, should we use, let's go, I'm going to search for it because why not? We've got FILTH by McDSP, FILTH box. It's pretty sick. And we just need to fix the pen situation so it's in the center. So we just want to get, in fact, we could just go sim. Add a bit of dirty distortion. Yes, McDSP, FILTH box is great. I know, I love it. Slowly the ambience and tripping it out is a great idea. So we'll just trip straight from when it cuts back in, right? Let's see what. Love it. All right, so we'll go, not radios. Let's go speakers. We'll just. Tell me which one do you like. Can you read that? You can't read that. That's bookshelf speaker 2. It's just a driver. Horror tone. Large active speakers. Large passive speakers. Large studio monitors. So this is without. Bit of extra distortion. Medium studio monitors. These sound pretty big. Bit gross. Vintage box speaker. That's cool. It's got, like, it just makes it sound muffled and dirty. Either that or what do we like, the horror tone? How dirty do we want it? That or that's pretty cool. Should we just roll off the tops a bit too? Speakers are always distorting at parties like this, right? 100%. We don't need the gate. We don't need noise generation. So that's 4, clear, distorted, gross. We might even pan it as well, but let's just leave it there for now. The other thing is, let me just try. So if we go delay, we're going to go mod delay. You could do it's like 30. You almost get that like slap. The other thing is we can, so the other day, you'll like this, Weaver. The other day, Mello, one of the guys from Mello's from Vancouver, he's a sound effects re-recording mixer in Vancouver doing stuff in Atmos for Netflix. He's doing well. Gave me a sick tip. He just said use revibe. And there was a cool slap delay. But I think, what did he suggest? It was effects. And he uses, it was one of these mono slaps. I think it was 3. But anyway, I've now got my own Mello mono slap back. Whoop, whoop. So we'll get rid of that. So it's just like it's probably too extreme for this room, but we might even go both. We can. Could even make it smaller. We might just get rid of some of the tops. We don't need that clear. I reckon we bring the tops down a little bit.
What a bitch. What the fuck is this?
The heck? Why have we got a delay? Oh, it's because I've got the video audio there still on. So we got to sync the actual productions, the sync's slightly out from the audio from the video, but I'm pretty sure I haven't changed it all because I think it's part of the export. They've done something. I'm off. Have fun. Thanks, Ben. Enjoy your meeting in Burwood. Thanks for joining us so far. It's great, mate. Appreciate the support. Got some other people watching. Anyone want to say g'day? Pop in a little hello there and tell us where you're from, what you do, why you're here, any tips. So we're just working on this scene. There's some music. You know what we're going to do? So I've added that delay here. We're going to switch it around because we're going to go 30. That's going to be 0. So we want it to be, there we go. We might roll the tops off that side. So they're almost like the slap on that side's a bit brighter. How much of this do we need? I like that. How's that feeling? We obviously just don't need hardly half as much as that. I think it's still too bright. Let's just whack an EQ on there.
What the fuck is this?
Sticking with basic plugins where I can, just so you guys can see what I'm doing and be able to do the same thing.
It's synthetic.
Let's just add even a bit more of that slap. The mellow slap, thanks to Mellow for the tip.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh fuck. It's synthetic.
Do we want to get a bit more body back into it? Get that kind of gross mid-speaker sound.
What a bitch.
And we're going to quickly get rid of our music during that cutscene. What do you reckon? Make it more obnoxious?
What a bitch. What a bitch. What a bitch. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh fuck.
Okay, so we're going to do some trippy stuff. We're going to do it. I reckon let's slow down the music as well because it's like source music, as in it's on location. So we're going to pitch this down and the ambiences just like slow motion down or something. Excuse me, I'm going to turn my aircon off. My feet are getting cold. Hydrate. I need reminders to hydrate too, by the way. I game with a guy, Corey, he's a part of Peacekeepers, PIECE, Peacekeepers, and I play with him. He's actually a big reason why I'm while I'm on here and streaming, just because I've loved playing games online with him and he streams. But he has a thing where you can send bits or whatever it is, and it's moist lips, and he has to hydrate. It's a good way to get reminders. So please let me know to have a drink because I'll sit here for hours and not look after myself. Charles. So to stream. So good. So the question is, do we then do a pitch down from here? It's like, or do we just stay? Do we just go instantly tripped out? All right, so we got some swooshes that we've already used in a previous scene. So we're going to bring those back. So we've got some here. We might have to speed them up because we had them. Where are we? A bit. I reckon we wanted a bit less spacey. So I'm going to go. I'd be interested to see how you do your pitch dive over the Pedro shot rather than just drop it at a lower pitch. Yeah, so do you do the pitch dive after we flip back, or is it during Pedro's moment? I think I went too far with that one. Let's bring this one up a little bit, and then let's bring that one back down a little bit, and we're going to go match those up. So these are both the same whips. One's just pitched heaps lower to give us some body, and the other one's a bit higher to give us that whippiness. Oh, sorry, I've gone too far. Way too far. What am I doing? Lots of M's. Here we go. I should put a marker. Do you put, it's command decimal, right? Does that put in a, no, what is it? Command comma? There we go. That's the one. Pew, pew. So now if I go, this is a good tip actually. So command, what did I say? Command comma. And if you find the point where you want it to swoosh, then we just go option, and we need the hand tool. Ah, whoops, wrong button. Control, click. Ah, but that moves it to the start. Is it control option click? That's weird. I thought that automatically did it. Maybe it's shift. Yeah, shift. Whoop, whoop. No. Yes. No, because that's not the right point. So if we go, that's our right point there. So we want the hand tool. You go control shift and you click on it and it puts that point. I believe it's HJK. What do you mean? What's HJK? Which should do marker to start, middle, and end. Oh, okay. So if I've got, what do you mean if I select that and I go, oh, okay. So if the clip is here and I'm here, if I press J, yes, maybe. I don't know. Did that work? Doesn't matter. So the way I have been doing it, so if you're, let's just say that's your, well, it is our point. So that's our point there. Normally if you just, so if you've got hand tool and you just press control and click on it, it takes it to that point. So you can then do that to both. But what we want to do is we want to go shift control, click, and then it brings, oh, sorry. We need to go, there we go. Because unfortunately when we move that one, it put our marker here. So it's just basically move sound to the marker. So cool. We might want it to go a couple of frames earlier anyway, just so the sound's right over it. We're going to boost it as well. What do we got? We're going -8 dB. So that's not both. That's just the low one. So
Joy, what a bitch.
I wonder if we might talk to him about taking that Jai out, because that's his mate who's giving him drugs, and I don't think we need that line. We need to hear it in context, but I think it's
Joy, what?
Maybe we can change it so we
Joy,
maybe we could have it.
Joy, what a bitch. Joy, what a bitch. Joy, what a bitch. Joy.
What a bitch.
What the fuck is this? Joy.
What a bitch.
What the fuck is this?
What a bitch.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god.
We almost need
What the fuck is this? Oh my god.
we might need our internal party scene from here in that section, just because I'm assuming there's still people partying at that point. I think it might be worth. Oops, what's going on there? Actually, I don't know what's going on. Let's go. Paste. Ah, nope. How dare you? How very dare you? Let's just go. That's our point. Let's go there. Got 2 bits of ambience. We're just going to chuck it in.
What a bitch. What a bitch.
I think that works.
What a bitch.
We don't need it as loud. It's just got to be so there's something there.
Joy.
What a bitch.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Joy.
How are we feeling?
What a bitch.
What the
The
fuck
swishes
is
are
this?
pretty. Let's get rid of that mid bit there, and we want to make it a bit lower. What do you reckon?
Joy.
What a bitch.
Joy.
Same deal. We just don't need it quite as mid range.
Joy.
Low mid.
What a bitch.
Joy.
What a bitch.
They might be a bit too quick, I reckon. Let's just slow them down a little bit.
What a bitch.
Yeah, I like that better.
What a bitch.
What the fuck is this? Joy.
What a bitch. 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 What a bitch.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh fuck.
It's synthetic.
All right. Actually, one thing I'm going to try. Can we do... What's this air frequency shifter? I don't think I've ever used this before. What does this do? That's not what we want. This does steps. What if we find... It's smooth. Interesting. Just having a play. So that could work. We could use pitch. So if we automate the ratio, that could work. But the other thing is to use Valhalla. What am I talking about? Little Alta Boy. The only thing is this one only does steps 2, but we could do just the 4-man. We could do both. We could add drive, or we could robot it. No, it's not going to work. Could do a bit of that and the pitch. Any thoughts? Weavy, you still there? What do you reckon? Could we do a bit of both? I think what we should try and do is maybe bring it. What we might do, let's duplicate this channel. Now we do have, so I'm just going to duplicate this channel. We're going to get rid of this track and this first half because we only want it for the affected stuff. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring in like a version that doesn't have. So let's get rid of this. We're just going to listen to our normal version. So I think what we'll do is get like a, basically, I just want to have like a louder version that's almost like untreated that could maybe come in gradually as well. We could have a real like slow fade in on that or something.
Oh, fuck.
We might need to. We might even have to like muffle it or something so that this line of dialogue isn't missed. It's synthetic, baby. Or we'll just make that big and bold. Good old vary speed, but I find that harder to time. So vary speed as in you'll use, so you can you automate, there we go, let's go. Oh, I don't have it on the moment. So you go vary speed. Can you automate this? Is that what you mean? Or you're just suggesting what I was doing before? Or yeah, vary speed, but then I'm going to have to like vary speed down to a certain point and then have the lower version of it, right? That makes sense. Okay, yep.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh fuck.
It's synthetic, baby.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh fuck.
It's synthetic.
Kind of like how gross that's already getting. So what we're going to do is we're going to go form and so we're going to, and drive, we're going to add the 2 of those. I think we're going to do both. I think we'll do a bit of this and we'll also do the pitch 2. At some point though, check out Spear, which does that sort of thing really well. Yeah, I think I've seen Spear. That's a movie on Netflix, right? You can stretch out individual harmonics and all sorts of insane stuff. Oh no, Spear as in it's a plugin. I thought you meant the movie. That's cool. I'm going to put a note to check that out too. This could be another thing to do. Like maybe I'll do some streams where we'll just talk about plugins and stuff like that. Be a really good idea to not just be working on sound. It's a standalone tool. Cool. I'll check it out. Thanks.
What the
You know what? I'm going to just draw it in. I think why fluff about. We go format and we're going to press plus. That's going to add the drive as well. We're going to go add our in and out points and we're going to just do it pretty quick, I reckon. Let's go. In fact, we're going to start. Let's undo our in and out points because we want to start with no drive as well. So we're going to go. Going to press our command / which puts our in and out point. We're going to quickly just go. There we go. We're going to add distortion.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh fuck.
Wait. What we might even just like have it going up and down a little bit. Yes. Then we're going to go pitch. We're going to go pitch 2. And we're going to get the ratio because that's the one that does our smooth. We could even change left and right separately. Ooh, that could be good. So we're going to add another automation lane. It's already got it for us. So there's ratio left and right. Oh, nice. I might even not make this format too drastic. I kind of like that throaty weirdness that it adds. Then we're going to go pitch. We need to put our in and out points again. Sorry, it's because we've got those other lanes selected. So let's just get these 2 lanes. We want to add our in and out point, and we're going to just go roar. That's my impersonation. We could even like maybe wait and we do the opposite side a bit later as well.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh fuck.
It's synthetic, baby.
Maybe we could even speed that side up just a little bit. I don't know if it's just...
What the fuck?
Time stopping sort of effect on synthetic, baby. Yeah? Baby. Cool, I'll save that. Thanks, Weaver. He sent me. So anyone else check out Spear? Plugin that he was talking about. Check it out. Sorry, I'll shut up at some point in the next few hours, trust me. It's all good. I'll fade too. Oh, it's past lunchtime. I should stop for a lunch break. Okay, we're getting some... Yeah, okay. So our pitch 2 seems to be... I don't know if it's because we're crossing the 2. Doesn't like that point there. Oh, it only glitched... It's not glitching the same every time. That scares me a bit. Any thoughts, Weaver? What have we got? Oh, sorry. System, I'm just wondering. No, it's not that. The plan was then we can just drag this and it will drag our automation as well. The plan is to bring in... Feel like let's get rid of some of that slap there. I feel like it's probably a bit too extreme. What do you reckon? Not sure why it's different each time. That's bizarre. Could just be auto buffering zipper noise at some parameter change. Yeah, I'm wondering whether that crosses over a node or something. And the only thing I'm just a bit worried that would print. But do you think I'm going a bit too hard? Maybe we just don't. Let's make these automation lanes a little bit bigger. I reckon let's just make it a little bit less full on, make it more subtle. Thoughts? Maybe back off the distortion a bit as well. That comes from little elder boy. Don't know. It's working, but maybe something to come back to with fresh ears. Yeah, good call. I'm going to just try it with this bit more subtle. It's definitely got that trippy effect. Change. We want to change that. Change. I think because it's changing the time, like that's the thing about pitch. It's not like it because it's actually changing the beat as well. I wonder if we can just like change this to. Let's try mid-range threshold. Let's maybe bump this up. It might. Go back to wide. Let's just experimenting, guys. I don't actually know. Like this is obviously where it does the pitch change. We can't follow transients. That's weird. It's not okay. So I've done left and right. Maybe that's why, because it's not. It's tripping out because I think it's trying to follow both, but these looks like they're locked together. Maybe is that because I clicked follow? No, because see how they're just like they're only following one side. So I reckon let's delete the right side. Am I even on the right one? Yes, we are. Okay, so let's. Let's go up and then go back down again, and we might go back up here. That's weird. Yeah, we don't want any quick movements, right? Because that's where it freaks out. What about verify? Maybe that would work. Your effects you would get your effect, and you could just crossfade out of it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is I could use the verify and go down, and then have like a down version that you could cut to, and then back up. But I would think we'd get flat, like you get the timing and stuff. I'd have to move stuff around to fit the timing. I just think this is a bit easier, but could be wrong. I've got both playing at the moment, so let's just drag that across so we get the same on both. Good thing is if they decide to change the track or whatever, I've still kind of got the effect there. Cool, and we'll put a TV sound in there as well. I think that's working. Let's stick with that for now. As Weaver says, let's come back to it with fresh ears.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh fuck.
It's synthetic, baby.
Wonder whether we need to
Oh fuck.
have our volume come down.
It's synthetic, baby. It's synthetic, baby.
Just using clip gain. We'll do fader movements later.
Baby. It's synthetic, baby.
Well, the audio's got so much hiss. He's got smoke, so
Baby.
so much noise and traffic that's the best we could do. So
Synthetic, baby. It's synthetic, baby. It's synthetic, baby.
wonder if we can do something to his voice. Bit of modulation or something.
It's synthetic, baby. It's synthetic, baby.
You don't want it to be chordy. Oop.
It's synthetic, baby.
It's just going to add more noise.
It's synthetic, baby.
Haven't used these plugins for ages.
It's synthetic, baby. It's synthetic, baby.
Wonder if we can have some of that. It would be cool if we had it in stereo though, eh? Let's get it in stereo, eh? We can pan these two. They're just going to go on other dialogue channels. It's fine.
It's synthetic, baby. 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 It's synthetic.
I get that it's muffled with the smoke, but it's hard to understand what he's saying. Yeah, I know. At first, it took me forever to even just work out what he was saying.
It's synthetic, baby. It's synthetic, baby. It's synthetic, baby. It's synthetic, baby.
I guess by adding too much other stuff, it would make it even harder to understand.
It's synthetic, baby.
We can just have that subtle in the background. It's just delayed and modulated.
It's synthetic, baby.
What a bitch.
What the fuck is this?
What a bitch. What a bitch.
Just putting a bit of body back in that.
What a bitch.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh fuck.
It's synthetic, baby.
Guess the other thing that we haven't done yet is strip these out. Ambiences. Wonder if we can Just pitch these down. We've already got the music kind of tripping us out. Maybe we can just pitch this down and leave it at that. Or we could vary speed this one maybe. Obviously just want a short section of it. So we can get the effect. We go expand, we turn the fade off so we can do our own fade. Nah, it's not going to work. I say we just... Let's go little altar boy because I think we can go... Kind of mix them both together. I'm going to boost that so you can hear it, sorry. Problem is there's a lot of noise. It's not just talking. That's just a ambience of a party, so that's not going to work. We need a different one where it's a bit clearer, just talking. Why are we not hearing that? That's what it is there. Just, there's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't sound any different, right? Also, that trackball, what trackball do you use? I'm looking to get into the game with one, but don't currently have one. It is the Slim Blade. Slim Blade, can you see? Let's just show you a studio shot. I'm not sure if you can see it there. Slim Blade, you can see it there. I like this one more than any of the others. It's got 4 buttons, but the thing I love about it most is it doesn't have a scroll ring. So it doesn't have a scroll ring. I can't lift it up. It's under a controller. So it doesn't have a scroll ring. So there's some that do. So you can like move the ball around and you move the scroll ring to scroll. Where this one, you just twist the ball. So you can move the ball around and you just like give it a little twist to scroll up and down. And it feels awesome. I love the scrolling on this thing. It just, I don't know. There's just something about it. It just feels so natural and awesome. So get on it, Slim Blade. Thanks, Kensington. I'll take a cut of that. In fact, I should be doing some affiliate stuff, shouldn't I? I'd be silly not to. But anyway. I just need to check I've got... Okay, there's some weird things going on here.
What the fuck is there a half-dead bogan and a giant dildo on my driveway?
I'm just going to go like this because I think all these effects...
I knew I should have let you drown in that riptide.
Yeah, cool. I'm just panning the effects for these scenes.
Basically, we're on a break until he can learn how to change.
Cool. Sorry about that. I just saw the pan was doing something weird.
Excuse me?
What the fuck is this? Oh my god.
I wonder if I can pitch this down so many times that it sounds weird. Actually, it's because I haven't also got full wetness. That wouldn't help. Camera change. Oh, sorry. I thought I pressed it. Damn it. Ugh. I'll get good at it one day. I promise, guys. Let's go again. What I'll do is if we just copy that, we're going to paste it and we're going to render this here. And we're going to drop it in here. So we got 2 of the same thing. One's pitched even more down with it. We can even bring it back in here and no, something a bit different. Wondering if we do like Maybe some quick fades between them will kind of trip you out a bit.
Oh, fuck.
I think at that point we don't really need it. It's just getting rid of it. We just need that dialogue to be as clean as we can. Weaver is right. We just can't really understand what he's saying. So what else have we got? Let's see what these sound like. It's a beautiful studio. Oh, thank you very much, Weaver. I appreciate that. I'm pretty happy with the setup here. It's a 5x4 room. It does all right. Projector screen's bright. It's a 100-inch screen, but it's not very high res. But since I'm in audio, it's not the biggest deal. It's fine. What's in this? I think there's passing cars, but we don't have a passing car. There's no point. That's fine.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck. What the fuck is this?
I wonder whether we add. So this is just people chatting. This is interior though, but I don't think it'll matter. What we can do is grab this. And we're just going to select this point because we want it to come in at the same point. We're pressing Control and click so it lines them up.
What?
So we're going to go. I think even the fact that it's interior may add to the trippiness.
A lot of pressure, huh? Yeah, because it's on the basis of that. Spain already ratified it, Canada ratified it. For faculty.
Let's get this going.
A lot of pressure.
As we pitch it up and I don't know why it's rendering, why it's previewing in mono, but
What a bitch.
What the fuck is this?
what I might do is same thing where we'll copy and paste it and just have it coming in and out.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh fuck.
Obviously, it's unmixed. We probably won't have some of this stuff as loud, but we'll see how we go.
What a bitch.
Sorry, we've got pictures gone. My stomach is rumbling. I think we're going to have to stop for a tick and have a lunch break, and I will be back a bit later, I reckon. Let's just quickly add a TV turning off.
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh fuck.
Cool. We'll just add a TV turning off. Old school TV sound. Refresh your sounds. Okay, refreshing. All right, we want TV, old TV. Shut off, maybe. I don't know if it's shut off, turn off. Let's go old TV off. Ooh, sorry, that was high. That's kind of cool sound. We'll put that in there as well. That's cool too. wonder if we can use the start of that first click. We'll see how we go. That's cool. There's some high-pitched squeals there. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Might have to make mine a little bit too. We might have to use, that's what we can use the verify the pitch bend down. Let's try that. Let's just chuck these in. Oh, that's a mono sound. Mono stereo. Give me some indication. Come on. It's frustrating. Sorry, this is getting a bit slow. That's all right. We'll get this finished. Show in Finder. Might have to import it. Let's go File, Import, Audio, Downloads. That one. Ooh, what happened there? Downloads. That one. Add. Actually, no. Let's go copy. Remove. Copy. Done. Clip list. Where is she? Should be selected. Find TV. That's the one there. It's in mono. That was weird. Normally it just drags straight in. All right. So we may not even use that. We'll just see how we go. That could be good. Just kind of like that. I'm going to just, there's some weird. Let's get rid of some of the tops in that one. We don't want there's a buzz in there. I should probably use izotope, but. That's cool. There's also high pitch. Just going to get rid of some of that. Touching my ears. Cool. Might turn the click up a bit. I like that hard attack on it. Cool.
Joy.
All right. Cool. We can review what we've done at the start of the next session. So I'm going to have a lunch break. Weaver, you're a legend. Thank you so much for joining. Please come back this afternoon. But I really appreciate you being a part of it and all the stuff you contributed today. It's awesome. Thanks, Ben, for popping your head in. Thanks, Bfoot, as well. So good. Please, guys, follow me on Twitch. It's really important to help me spread the word. So follow me on Twitch. Also, if you're looking at this on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, and reach out. It's all about the community here. That's what I want, is the connection, especially in this time when people are going crazy. So, yeah, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you a bit later. Cool.